Thank you, Honourable Speaker, sir. I wish to acknowledge the Honourable Member for the question, but very briefly, on regional policing, this is a creation of our leaders at the regional and sub-regional level. We have a two-pronged approach to this. One is at the forum level, and I'll speak more on that, and of course at the MSG level as well. Very, very critical for us, given our geographical layout and of course the challenges that we face as well. This is about strengthening good governance in the island states, and of course creating a conducive environment as well for development, which we need so badly in order to provide the necessary services to our people. But as we are all aware, Honourable Speaker, sir, Pacific is an extremely large area with Australia as a continent, and of course with two large islands, namely Australia and Papua New Guinea and New Zealand, and we have the small island states, and these nations and inhabitants are vulnerable with porous borders and which are easily accessible for exploitation, and of course the many illegal activities that can come because of that. The Pacific is also mainly used, Honourable Speaker, sir, as a transit point, again due to the porous border that I've referred to, and we have incidences to show the vulnerability in this area. And of course, the leaders, through the regional police arrangements, have come up with areas in which this can be strengthened and, of course, made more effective and efficient as well. I've referred to the two-pronged approach, Honourable Speaker, sir. At the forum level, we have the Pacific Islands Chiefs of Police Conference. This is held annually. And prior to having this conference, we also have what we call the Sub-Regional Women's Advisory Network, because a lot of women are joining the police forces. And of course, we also have a policy advisory group. And these are the two bodies that usually convene before the Pacific Islands Chief of Police Conference to provide the feedback and also the necessary advice prior to the commissioners having their conference. We have this Melanesian Spearhead Group, Honourable Speaker, sir, the MSG member countries, and of course they also have their annual meetings. And we have a retired Fijian officer who has joined the Secretariat in Vanuatu to provide additional role as an advisor, and we also have attachments to the Secretariat in Vanuatu, particularly on policing and national security role. We also have in Samoa, Honourable Speaker, sir, what we call the Pacific Transnational Crime Coordinating Center. But this is not only police, but more on the border agencies. We have fisheries, we have immigration, we have customs, and of course the police. So this is based in Samoa. And lastly, Honourable Speaker, sir, we also had RAMSI, that was the Regional Assistance Mission in the Solomon Islands. I know that the Fiji police took part or were deployed twice to the Solomon Islands, one prior to 2003, and again during the RAMSI days. So these are some of the arrangements in place, Honourable Speaker, sir. The Fiji Police, may I also mention, is actively involved in providing capacity development for some of our regional partners, particularly Vanuatu, Nauru, and Tuvalu. And the end of this month, we will have the Commissioner of Police from Tuvalu invited by the Commissioner of Police in Fiji under this arrangement to be the chief guest for their passing out parade for the current recruits, because we also have 6 Tuvalu police officers who are in the current batch who are about to graduate. The importance of having this regional regional policing arrangement, Honorable Speaker, sir, again, I've said it's about strengthening good governance. It's about creating that environment for investment and development. The sharing of information and intelligence is very, very critical, given the vulnerability that I have mentioned earlier. The sharing of resources. Some of our small island countries do not have the capability, neither the capacity. They lack the resources, and this is why this partnership is so important. We maximize our output, at the same time we minimize the costs involved through the sharing of resources. Training is a critical component, Excellency, Honorable Speaker, sir, and I have stated that we conduct training for most of the small island states, particularly Nauru and Tuvalu, and every now and then we also have trainings conducted here. I forgot to mention, Honorable Speaker, sir, that we also have the Regional Police Academy, which currently is co-located with our Fiji Police Academy here in Nassau. And of course, government is trying to secure land. And I did mention about Black Rock in yesterday's question, Honorable Speaker, that it's also under consideration that probably it can be also used as the Regional Police Academy. Enhancing regional security, very, very critical for us, Excellency, and of course, strengthening our transnational crime linkages. And most importantly, I've talked about training. Fiji, the Honorable Attorney General has talked about Fiji as a hub, regional hub, and we have the UN resident coordinator here in Fiji, and most of the UN agencies are based here, and most of the training undertaken by UN and other international law enforcement agencies are held in Fiji because of that very reason, and of course the facility that we have in the Fiji Police Academy, where the Regional Police Academy is co-located. So that very briefly, Honorable Speaker, sir, is the regional policing arrangement and some of the benefits that we get out of it. Thank you, sir.